NWA Mountain State, Fox, West Virginia, right here in Pineville, October the 21st, and tonight we will see the Maestro taking on the Irish Iron Man and Sean O'Sullivan. We will see the Prowler with his manager Big Poppy taking on Kris King. We will also see Jason the Gift Kincaid taking on Mr. Electricity and Billy Lit, and the Bunkhouse Boys versus War Machine and Derik Billings. Stay tuned for more MSW action here on Fox, West Virginia. We'll see what Roger Hamm's going to produce here for our MSW owner, Mr. Sims, Mr. Leonard Sims. Reminder, this is Pineville, West Virginia.
You're familiar with my lawyer, Mr. Kris, correct? He helped me get my contract with MSW Wrestling, everything all tied up and secure. He helped me get my money. You know what I'm talking about? Now listen, Mr. Sims, tonight I was supposed to be in a cage match. There's going to be no cage match, people. Listen, Mr. Sims, I'd like you to read this, and it's official from my lawyer, Mr. Baker. And as you will clearly tell you, my lawyer has provided a temporary injunction against any type of match to where Dr. Roger Hamm has to be treated like an animal.
Classic Roger Hamm. He knows his ways out of everything. He knows his way of getting out of anything and everything. That's why he is the MSW television champion.
You will never understand that, because you'll never be a star. You can never be a star. out right now.
For the entrance of Frank the Tank Parker, the MSW heavyweight champion, who's being called out by our television champion and Dr. Roger Hamm. Frank Parker being requested to come out by our owner, Mr. Leonard Sill.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
Dr. Roger Hamm has presented an injunction against the steel cage match for tonight.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Frank the Tank Parker taken to the ring. Roger Hamm back in another corner. Let's see what's going to happen.
You know, I've been chasing you for months. You have proved to everybody that has seen NWA on state television that you're nothing but a coward. These people already know you're a coward. But more importantly, I know you're a coward. 17 hours to get here tonight, expecting a cage match. The contract that I signed, the contract that you signed.
Yes. Very, very true.
Now you're saying your little lawyers, Dewey, Jim, and Hal, or whatever they're called, you saying that they have got you out of it.
Roger Hamm playing his politics right there.
Why don't you explain something to me? Because I don't know what's going on, but I do know tonight I'm kicking your tail.
Let's see what's going to happen. Roger Hamm back on the stick.
I know you're all hyped up and you're ready to go. But listen, I'm not scared of you, Frank. As I said,
Let's see who's here in gold color match. Singles matches. Any kind of match.
See, Frank, I'm not afraid of you. Just the point is, look, I'm a star. I'm a television star. That's how I make my money. I can't be in a cage match where you're going to bust out my face and possibly ram me up against the cage. I have to make a run with this face. Are you kidding me? So, what I did is I went to my lawyer. I got a paper injunction. No cage matches, Frank. No cage matches. It's legal. It's all good, Frank. So, I'm sorry, but maybe sometime down the road, we'll meet again.
Roger Hamm spoke his piece.
Hold up just a second here. You know, when I signed the contract for the cage match, and believe me, with the looks of this ugly mug How about a hardcore match?
Ooh. Something we have not seen here between these two.
No hardcore. Well, how about, let me think.
What can be better than a hardcore match?
How about a chain match?
Oh. That's unbelievable. A chain match.
Tell you what, this guy had a good idea. How about an I quit match?
There you go. That's something you haven't seen in a while.
Roger, man, you keep shooting down my ideas. I guess if I suggested a flower picking match, you would love to do it. I tell you what, how about a Falls Count Anywhere no disqualification? Okay, so you're telling me you will not do a match that involves weapons? How about loser leaves NWA Mountain State forever?
That's a hefty challenge. I don't know how this will work. We've seen loser leave town. We've seen losers like last week. Losing team has to split up. But I don't think we've ever seen loser leaves.
Mr. Sims, you gotta answer a question for me. Now, if we should have a loser leaves NWA Wrestling forever match, if I beat Frank Parker and I have that heavyweight title, he's not gonna be able to chase me around anymore. I don't ever have to look at his ugly face again. He's gone forever. You all agree to that? And the belt's on the line. The belt's on the line.
Roger Hamm pushing for that belt that he wants so very dear.
But Dr. Hamm, on the other hand, if you would lose the match, not only does he keep the heavyweight championship, he stays in Mountain State Wrestling, and you say goodbye forever.
Loser leaves MSW. That means whoever gets in, submits, disqualified will leave here forever. Let's see what happens.
Something else, Roger. I just had a thought. The light bulb just went off above my head. How about this? And let me sweeten the pot for you a little bit. NWA Mountain State, the loser leaves forever. How about if you beat me, I will stand up in front of all these people, shake your hand, and personally hand you the NWA Mountain State title. I tell you what, I just got another idea. How about you beat me, I hand you the title, plus I hang up my wrestling boots and never wrestle anywhere, ever again.
Frank is really serious about this. Spirit, you can see that smile on Roger Hamm's face.
Once and for all, you're a better man. I will quit this business that I love so much. Is that good enough for you? You agree to that?
There you go.
Did you hear that letter? Did
Frank
you
Parker
people hear
has
that?
laid down a challenge that nobody could give
Did
up.
you get down to the camera over here? If he loses, you, my friend, pick the bricks. If I lose, I will hand you the belt and I will retire tonight. See you later, pal. You won't be seen around here for a long time. Let's make some noise. You ready to have a seat?
There you go, fans. Dr. Roger Hamm just had a deal offered to him.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Frank Parker and Roger Hamm, MSW title. Now, loser leaves MSW forever, and if Frank Parker loses, he will hand the belt, shake Hamm's hand, and retire. We'll be back with more.
Being a chicken and backing out of the cage match that, you know, he's been running from me the entire time, and now he's proven once and for all what kind of coward he is. And now you've got Maestro out here, another very capable challenger.
Yes.
You know, it just seems like they're coming out of the woodwork. Everybody wants a piece of it.
Look at this right here. Last week we seen the Maestro basically go one-on-one with Billy Litt and clobber him. But now he's got a heck of a challenge in the Irish Iron Man, Sean O'Sullivan. He has somebody who is a lot bigger than Billy Litt out there. It's almost the same size as the Maestro, trying a little Greco-Roman here.
Well, exactly. Maestro's just showing what kind of skills he's got. You know, against Billy Litt, he used his power.
Yes.
And here against this guy, you know, mat wrestling, he's showing that amateur wrestling background. Hey, I can't take nothing away from Maestro. He's a heck of an athlete. He's a well-rounded athlete. He doesn't have no weaknesses in his game, and that's why I'm out here right now. I'm scouting it out. I'm going to scout out everybody.
I mean, I have from the highest authority, Sean O'Sullivan is a former high school collegiate wrestler. Won many, many championships all over the state of West Virginia and in his hometown of Dublin, Ohio. You never know what he'll do. It might actually be a test for the Maestro here.
Exactly. Can't take nothing away from either one of these guys. They're both big guys, and they're both hungry guys.
You know, and going back to this, loser leaves MSW forever, it's kind of odd to see two men who are basic proteges of the Hall of Famer and Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant having this much beef with each other over a simple belt.
Well, you know, let me tell you something. Jimmy Valiant, you know, he, like you said, he trained both of us. I was his very first student 15 years ago. And just a few years later, Roger Hamm come around. Me and Roger's traveled up and down the road together, like I mentioned. We trained together.
Yes.
We know each other inside and out. And I know Jimmy Valiant.
Oh.
He would not be very happy with what's going on. I know how he would be if he knew that we were having these kind of problems within the Boogie Woogie Man's family. You know, he would definitely be highly upset. But by God, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm
Never
sick and tired of
know.
Roger.
Like I said, I come from the wrong side of the tracks, and I've been on both sides of that ring. But what you said in the ring only makes me wonder, am I going to see you actually get to strap that belt on tonight, or have to unlace them boots for the final time?
Well, it's not something that I actually had planned on doing when I got to the building tonight.
Hard shot from the Maestro. He is getting vicious with Sean O'Sullivan here, and all because of that belt we're talking about around your waist.
Exactly.
He wants it. He thinks it should be his. And you know, not to get your, you know, hopes up or your dreams down or anything, I respect you as a competitor, but if, you know, Roger does beat you for that belt, do you think he's prepared to even face the Maestro for his first defenses?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I really don't think that he's got that far ahead.
That's
That's one of his biggest problems. Roger thinks in the moment. He don't think what's ahead of him. When he originally stole my title from me months ago, he didn't think about what the price he was going to have to pay for that. And I don't think he's realized exactly what he's got himself into.
Now this is right here is unlike the Maestro working a knee on somebody. You know, one of the most career-threatening injuries. I know you've had knee injuries. I've had them myself. And Sean O'Sullivan suffered many since he's been here in the year that he's wrestled with us, just being a rookie. He's got hurt at the hands of Tony the Worm Richardson, Johnny Blast, the Bunkhouse boys. You know, I don't know how much more longer his knee can take it, but I think the Maestro is going to see.
Well, Maestro's just proven that he is a solid wrestler. He can pick a body part and he can break it down. And he will hurt you.
Oh.
He will end your career. It doesn't matter if it's an arm or a back or a neck or even a knee. He will pick a body part and he will take
Oh,
it
he
out.
gets O'Sullivan up hard. O'Sullivan lands hard.
Shows just how strong the Maestro is.
You know,
Complete black.
that right there, you got the Maestro who, in his own, is a one very, very large man compared to yourself also. But Sean O'Sullivan is a very large man, and to be able to get somebody up on your shoulders like that is a feat in itself.
I'll tell you what, Sullivan's taking it to Maestro now. And both these guys are showing just how tough they really are. You can't take
Yes, he
each
is.
one of them lightly.
There's O'Sullivan going to the top. He's going to fire some shots.
I would love to see Sullivan beat Maestro right now.
Oh, look at this. He's got him. He's got him
Oh,
hooked.
no.
O'Sullivan's hooked. Oh, how on his head and neck.
That's it.
He may be gone completely. What?
See, right
Wow.
there, that is totally
Wow.
uncalled for.
Why would you do that when
right
you
there.
drop somebody that hard on their head and you know that you've got him? As big as O'Sullivan is, wow, for this.
See,
For-
right there, that
for the STF.
vicious streak right
For his encore.
There's absolutely no cause for that whatsoever. He's got the man beat. Just leave him alone. You got him beat. See,
These fans in Pineville have witnessed a whole lot. Last week they witnessed Michael Cook get a spike pile driver. But this week, they just witnessed the Maestro as vicious as ever. The ref is trying to get him to break.
totally uncalled for. What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
What's he point?
I don't know where his head's at, Frank.
I know this is directed towards me. I know it is. But that's all right. We'll see
Hopefully-
if he can do that to me. I really don't think he can.
Hopefully y'all's differences will be settled, and good luck with your Loser Leaves Town retirement match against the good Dr. Roger Hamm. I'm not pulling for either one of you, but it is going to be.
Accompanied to the ring by Big Poppy. His opponent from Charleston, West Virginia. Put your hands together. Kris King.
Mad Dog David Lynch wanting to check the mask, and Night Prowler had nothing to do with it. There's Mad Dog David Lynch. He's making sure to check real well on Kris King. Like I said, these two have faced before, but the only factor in this match is now Big Poppy's out here. Big Poppy, shades of AC Dykes Jr. Like we've seen before, I just had Frank Park out here going with me on commentary. We've seen the Maestro in an act that no one ever expected. Basically lay out Sean O'Sullivan, not only with his SBD, the Maestro Bear Hug DDT, but also had to resort to the encore after he had the man pinned, and then basically threw a hissy fit about Frank's heavyweight title, which right now is up in the air because Frank Parker has issued a challenge. Him, Roger Hamm, loser leaves West Virginia, loser leaves NWA Mountain State. And to sweeten the pot, if Roger Hamm can finally defeat him for this belt, he will not only be handed the belt by the Tank, his hand shook by this legend, but Frank Parker will unlace his boots for the final time and retire from NWA Mountain State. Right here, Kris King taking it to the Prowler. I know how it is with masked men. I managed 3 of them when I was a manager. Kris King just firing shot after shot up against the Prowler's masked face. Big Poppy out there just a complaining. See what happens here. Oh, big half forearm. I don't know. I think he rearranged his mask or something. He's got him. Very good snap there from Kris King. Hard kick to the back. Like I said, you have the factor of Big Poppy out there. A lot of managers here in MSW. Myself was one at one time and maybe one later on. High elbow. Later on tonight, like I said, Kincaid and Lit. Revenge over a broken tooth. Bunkhouse Boys and War Machine and Derik Billings in tag team action. This is Pineville, West Virginia. This is NWA Mountain State on Fox, West Virginia. Another snap there. Kris King rolled through. And a shining wizard. Shades of the Great Muta running. Knee strike to the temple. The Prowler's getting up slow. We have Mad Dog David Lynch looking in closely. Kris King takes him to the corner again. Hard shot from Kris King. Fired one into him. Comes Kris King. Whips him off. Big Poppy tries to grab the ankle. And there goes King. Gets clubbed upside the head. The Night Prowler, I don't know what he's doing. He's got a 5 count. And Dave Lynch is not afraid to enforce it. Let's see what happens here. The Night Prowler's getting ready to fire off Kris King. Hard clothesline to Kris King. He's going for it and only gets a 2 count. He's working him up and he's got him in a rear chin lock. Kris King trying with all of his might to get out of it somehow. Referee David Lynch making sure it's not a choke and seeing if Kris King does want to submit. Referee Mad Dog David Lynch. He's warning the Night Prowler to stay out of Kris King's hair. Big power slam from the Night Prowler. But yet it only guards him a 2 count. We have seen some great action here the past couple weeks here in Pineville, West Virginia. Last week, Michael Cook was laid out with a spike crowd driver, and him and Raw Talent Ricky Shane are no longer a team. And we also have seen Sean O'Sullivan get laid out by the Maestro. We don't know any condition on Sullivan. He did walk out of here with referee's help. Hopefully he'll be back next week at full force. Kris King with a nice enziguri inside the back of the laces of the mask on the Night Prowler. Big Poppy's pressuring his man to get up before King to get the upper hand. Dave Lynch giving him the double down count. There we go. Kris King gets a nice kick upside the mask. He's throwing him into the corner head first, clubbing him across the back relentlessly. Here it goes. Running, knee to the back of the head. Kris King has him. He's taking him, he's rolling him over. What is he going to do? Oh, senton. That had to knock some air right out of the Prowler. That only made the Prowler hurt, but it also made Big Poppy cringe. See what Kris King's going to do here next. Prowler in the eyes. Has him up on the ropes, and what's this? Big Poppy's getting up on the ropes and he's holding him. See what happens here. Nothing good. That's what happens here. Big Poppy, the super kick. Shades. And here's your winner, Kris King, with 2.
Hillbillies and harlequins, rednecks of all ages. This week, Jason the Gift Kincaid, the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, eye-popping, high-flying, death-defying, awe-inspiring wrestler in the world today. It's going on one-on-one with Billy Lit. No problem. He's been on a winning streak as of late, but I'm the Gift, baby, the Gift. And you know what? I beat Kris King last week. Had his shoulders pinned right to the mat. He's gonna grab the ropes like a little punk. Nah, not this week. I've got the upper hand, and it's all over.
To remind fans, this is Pineville, West Virginia. You are watching NWA Mountain State on Fox, West Virginia.
Billy Lit last week had a tremendously grueling encounter with the Maestro.
Oh.
Billy Lit may have lost that match, but I think in the eyes of a lot of people, it was a moral victory for him.
Like I talked with Frank Parker, he was up here talking about how he went from tag team wrestler to singles wrestler. Looks like Billy Lit's trying to cut his teeth in that same niche.
Billy Lit
Referee Patrick Nicholas.
almost 2 years with 2 different tag team partners. Now he's on his own. Now we see what he's made of.
You know all about tag team partners. You kept yours last week. Not many people agree with your methods, but they seem to work.
I don't want to call myself the best tag team wrestler in the state of West Virginia, but others have.
A lot of technical
Nice back
wrestling
and
right
forth
here.
action.
Got a pinfall. Only a 2 count.
Nice combination of a hammer lock and sort of a modified half Nelson into a pin combination.
See where they're going to go from this. Billy's got a lot of tricks up those sleeves. You never know he can pull out.
Both of these guys can take to the air too. They're both
You're
very
telling
good
me.
technical wrestlers, but they're both very good in the air.
Yeah, a lot of that aerial got Billy Lit in trouble with the Maestro last week. Just like you said right here, they are very agile. Taking him straight to a hammer lock. Billy Lit trying to think out of his next move.
He's going to have to come up with a good one to get out of this one. Looks like they're trading moves.
Look right there. Nice snapmare and takes an arm.
Wrestling. This is what I like to see, J.C. Dykes. Wrestling. People can say that I cheat, but I fancy myself as a wrestler.
That I have seen past couple weeks with that hammerlock body slam. Shades of the Anderson brothers every time I see it. Look at this. They're picking up speed.
Oh, leapfrog almost didn't make it over top.
Yes.
But
See where they're going right here? And a monkey flip.
Nice monkey flip out of a hip toss attempt.
He's giving him some nice forearms in the corner. Looks like he's going to try to go for it again. Kincaid gets right back up to his feet. He didn't expect that.
Nice.
See if Billy Lit's going to try and to his almost
Billy
to his
lands
feet.
on his feet.
They should bottle whatever these two's kind of energy is and sell it.
They've got way more energy than I've got. I'll admit that right now.
They did more wrestling in the past 5 minutes than I've seen in a lot of people all year long.
Watch out for your teeth, Billy. You're on the floor.
Billy keeps it up. He's going to be sponsored by Polydent.
If he can get back up.
You know, last time he was on the ground with Jason Kincaid, we know what happens. He may not want to stay there too long.
Oh.
Something like that.
It's something like that that'll take a tooth out, I tell you what.
Billy Litt better be getting used to mashed potatoes. This referee is all over the place with these two.
Billy may be missing more than a tooth after this.
We've seen Billy get his face paint knocked silly. We've seen him actually regurgitate in the middle of the ring.
Oh, beautiful springboard top rope leg drop.
And we just seen him get to see the back of Jason Kincaid's knee. And a big leg drop. Referee Packard. Referee
Excellent match here, JC Dyke. Excellent match.
Thank you, Mr. Blast. An excellent match again out of you and El Diablo Jr. last week.
Thank you very much.
I don't know how Larry Light's going to see this when he watches the tapes, but as of now, the victory was yours.
The people of Pineville loved it so much they gave us the week off.
I think we have the whole town of Pineville here tonight. Nice springboard
drop kick. Right to the noggin.
Let's see what he's going to try here. Going for a pinfall. And Litt does not know when to stay down. I guess he is, like you're saying, fighting his way up the ranks.
He's
you never know.
For sure. Resilient. The kid doesn't have any quit in it.
We've seen him lose a lot.
And if I'm noticing correctly, I'm seeing some blood coming from Billy Litt's left eye. It looks like. Right eye, excuse me. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's blood. It's over Jason Kincaid right now. Billy Litt fighting on. Bloody eyeball and all.
Seriously, these two, it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Side Russian leg sweep into an octopus.
Oh.
I tell you, I'd rather be bleeding from the eyeball than have this put on me.
Billy Litt's been on the losing and receiving end of a lot of punishment. The fans here in Pineville have seen everything in the past couple weeks, and now they're seeing bloodshed.
Oh, almost a pin there by Billy Litt.
He's trying.
And I don't want to take away from this match any JC Dyke, but coming up next, we got the Bunkhouse boys against the War Machine and Derik Billings. They were into it all over the place here last week.
Last week, the bandit sat right beside me and stated that the War Machine was not here. He interfered at the end of the match. They played up to the fans. I tried warning them from the booth. The monster was standing behind him, and he laid both of them out of the ring.
I saw that for myself.
Like you said, Billy Litt looks like he's sporting a new kind of face paint with that red around his eye and all that blood. And a powerbomb the back of his neck up against the rope.
And once again, I think I would rather bleed from the eyeball than have to take one of those.
Yeah.
Slingshot.
And a knee to the face.
And a knee right to the bloody face of Billy Litt.
In a way, I think Jason Kincaid enjoys doing this to Billy Litt week after week after week.
Jason Kincaid may not display a lot of emotion, but let me tell you, in that ring, he is a silent killer.
Yes, that's why he is called the Gift, because he has everything.
He knows wrestling, he knows martial arts kicks, he knows flying maneuvers. He is a great all-around wrestler. The future. In the future, the sky's the limit for Jason Kincaid and for Billy Litt.
All them skills, plus he's a recreational dentist on the side, it seems, with Billy Litt. Litt's fighting up, and a jawbreaker to Jason Kincaid.
Maybe also a recreational optometrist.
You never know.
Billy Litt's fighting back, though, I'm telling you. He's coming back with forearms of his own, and now he climbs.
I guess also later on tonight, I talked to the man personally. Frank the Tank Parker is putting the belt and his boots, his career on the line against the good Dr. Roger Hamm.
That's true. I don't know if we're going to have time for that match on television or not. But if we don't, I've been promised by the producers of the show that we're going to at least have still photographs from that match. Here's Jason Kincaid to the top.
450 splash, and he catches a knee. He did not expect that from Billy Litt.
No, his eye could be worse for wear now. Billy Litt fighting through the pain, fighting through the blood. Big elbow in the corner.
Red Cross must love Litt. And here we go. Sunset flip power bomb. And he gets the win.
It looks like Billy Litt.
Busted an eye and all.
Bloody, but wait. The referee's saying that Jason Kincaid got a hold of the rope. This is reminiscent of what happened last week. And here's a roll up. Oh, Jason Kincaid's got the top.
That's why he is Jason the Gift Kincaid. Derik Billings, I cannot believe. There we go. He's finally taking matters into his own hands. War Machine's not here. There's nothing they can do. Just like last week when they hung War Machine over the top rope. It's all she wrote. And she knows they're getting the ring with them two big men. Granted, there's no cowbell. You got the behemoths from Texas right there in the ring. And we're going to see what's going on. They're laying down. What in the world? No! He is not supposed to be here. Get him out of here. Willie, turn around. Bandit. No! Guys, he's here. Turn around. Whoa! Why is he here? How is he here? This is what I don't understand with these guys. How did he make it here? This is ridiculous. I don't know what is happening. What is going on? Come on.
To the applause, the winner, Dominic Derik Billings.
He might be the winner. I know the true winner's right there. It's my man is the Bunkhouse boys. Stay tuned, fans. The main event's coming up. It'll be Johnny Blast and El Diablo Jr.
Machine, we thought we was ready 2 weeks ago. You come, you jump us from behind, you ain't man enough to face us face to face. Tell them about it.
The thing we have with Derik Billings been for years now here in Mountain State. I went out there to take care of business. You sticking your nose where it don't belong. I laid you up and laid you out in that cowbell match. You can go back and review these videos, prove it, because I can tell you and my partner here and the whole world how we took care of you. Now you stick your nose back into business with Derik Billings. We're getting sick and tired of it. War Machine, we'll send you out of here. We'll send Derik Billings out of here. We'll send everybody out of here because we're the tag team champions. We're going to prove it to you and everybody else once and for all. You want a shot at us, but you ain't getting a shot at the titles.
Tonight will be your last match.
Champions, the Bunkhouse boys. Their challengers from the underground, the War Machine. And his partner from West Virginia, Dynamite Derik.
And I have heard from the bandit, they did ban the cowbell. But I do know from high authority because she did it to me a few weeks ago in Hinton. We had Lady Viper out there and she's got that snake. I myself do not like the reptiles. And I know for sure the Bunkhouse boys don't. I don't know why they didn't ban it, but that's not beyond me. Right there we have the bandit, we have Big Willie Blackheart. Big Willie's going to start it and he's going to go in against the War Machine. Dynamite Derik Billings sporting a new do. Seems like he's trying to, I don't know, go a little soft side for the former manager that used to stomp his booty all over this place from J.C. Dykes Jr., me, evil personified. Right there, the bandit's trying to tell him, shut up, Big Willie don't want to hear it. This is non-title contest. This is NWA Mountain State. Here live from Princeton, West Virginia, October the 21st. Johnny Blast, like I said, has left to go scout these two teams. Earlier last week, in last week's broadcast, we got to see Michael Cook take a spike pile driver from Johnny Blast when the referee's back was turned. Thus, yes, Ricky Shade and Michael Cook are no longer a tag team. We also seen the bandit on commentary with me, watch as Derik Billings beat his partner, and then when he tried to interfere, the War Machine come out and laid both of them out, thus leading into this match. We also seen the Maestro lay out Billy Litt just like he did Sean O'Sullivan at the beginning of this show. And we saw Jason the Gift Kincaid get beat by King in a Match of the Year candidate, which also, fans, the Match of the Year voting is going to begin within the next couple weeks. Right there, the War Machine taking it to Big Willie Blackheart, gives him a hard clothesline. Big Willie goes down with a thud. He's covering him hard. He's going to pick that arm. Hard. There he goes. I hate to see Big Willie in pain. The good maneuvers, good tag team action from these two. I try to be unbiased, but when I got my former charges on the other side of the ring, the men that have the straps, all thanks to me, I'm kind of pulling for the other side. And I'm really not sure with Lady Viper up here how this is going to happen. Remember, this is a non-title match. The Bandit watching closely. Derik Billings has a side headlock. And look at that, the big man trying to roll up. Is he going to get the top wrist lock? No. Derik Billings is able to muscle right back into a headlock. He's pulling it tight. Look at that. Big Willie grabbing him right by that mohawk, backing him into the corner. This is why they are the veteran team. Watch this, the Bandit getting it. And what? Dynamite Derik Billings grabs the Bandit in a headlock. Big Willie's on the outside of the ring. Kind of unusual for the Bunkhouse boys to do this, but it's not my call. There you go. I told you one of them was going to get that top wrist lock. But Derik's fighting up. Derik gets right back to the headlock. Like I mentioned, the cowbell has been banned with the Bunkhouse boys, but the snake has not with Lady Viper. And I know they are deadly afraid of that Viper and the snake that she possesses. You are watching NWA Mountain State here from Pineville, West Virginia. Earlier in this broadcast, we saw many matches, according, like I said before, with the Prowler and Kris King. Big Poppy stuck his nose in that and ended up getting Kris King the win. We've also seen Jason the Gift Kincaid bust the living daylights out of Billy Litt, bust his eyebrow. He's already knocked out the man's tooth. Eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, like I was telling Johnny Blast. But when will Billy Litt get his revenge and get his tooth and eye? He's been taking a beating. Stay tuned in the next couple weeks. Fox, West Virginia, Sundays at 11. Here we go. Back to a headlock. Dynamite Derik Billings has the advantage. Has the Bandit from the Bunkhouse boys down on one knee. Bandit's fighting up. He's trying to get to another move. Mad Dog David Lynch watching this closely. Make sure there's no chip. And there you go. That's the ring veteran right there, taking it straight to a hammerlock. How well this is going to go. It ain't going to be pretty. Let's see how everything goes.
5 minutes apiece.
5 minutes already into this match, and it's been a back and forth contest. And here we go. The War Machine's already showing some technical prowess and skills. But there he goes. He's firing him off. Big Willie with a knee in the back. With a sidewalk slam right on the War Machine. That's somebody that you've never seen. You've never seen hardly anybody be able to take the War Machine off his feet, and the Bandit has been able to. There you go, the Bandit playing towards the crowd, showing that he has all the power in this match right now. He's slowly just staying on it. Clubs to the back. Lady Viper looking concerned for her former charges. Well, I guess her now charges, which I said. The rift has been healed between Lady Viper and the War Machine. All thanks to Dynamite Derik Billings, but it can't be a good thing for other people. Look at this, Mad Dog David Lynch arguing with the Bandit. Back and forth. And that's a classic right there. That's why they are the tag team champions. Look what they're doing to the War Machine. Lady Viper over there with that snake. You guys, you better watch out. You never know what she'll do to you. They're fighting hard with the War Machine. They got him. So what they're going to do? He's got him held. Big clubs. You might have a big man in there right now in pain in the War Machine, but now you have the biggest man in there, and that's Big Willie Blackheart. He's got him hung up on the ropes, smiling pretty for Mama on the camera. Dynamite Derik Billings on the outside with that big pink mohawk and has nothing to do but watch his partner get beat. Derik Billings has had his problems in the past with the Bunkhouse Boys, with the Texas Outlaws, with me truly. There for a while he had his problems with the War Machine. But all that has been past. Them two have seen fighting against each other is nothing compared to teaming up and going after the gold. But like I said, I got to be impartial, and I just don't think it's going to happen. Call me old-fashioned, but I got to stick with the team that's had the belts the longest, and stick with the team who's been together the longest, and stick with the team I know the best, and that is the Bunkhouse Boys. Big Willie trying to work a bear hug here. Looks like old War Machine's making a comeback. All the comeback in the world and all the face paint on your face is not going to help. They're just toying with the War Machine. Derik Billings on the outside has no idea what to do. They're throwing him into the ropes. Oh, right there, throwing him straight in for a splash. Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Frank Parker said this first. He went from hardcore match. He went to falls count anywhere. He went into everything. He even mentioned a flower picking match. But when he laid down the challenge of the loser must leave MSW forever, Frank Parker smiled. When he mentioned, I will shake your hand, Roger Hamm glowed. When he mentioned, I will personally hand you the belt, Roger Hamm had a smirk. But when he said, I will retire, Roger Hamm took it hook, line, and sinker. Later on, Roger Hamm, Frank Parker, and a loser leaves MSW, NWA, Mountain State Wrestling, forever. And in case of Frank Parker, he'll be leaving the world of professional wrestling for good. And back to the action in the ring, they still have the War Machine neutralized. Mad Dog David Lynch is arguing with the Bandit. I don't know what over. I haven't seen. I'm sitting here watching right now. I'm watching the War Machine getting rear chin locked by Big Willie Blackheart. Dynamite Derik Billings trying to get the crowd riled up for War Machine. You got Lady Viper and that snake. A snake with a snake standing on the outside. Like I said, you see the Bunkhouse Boys, but you can't hear them because the cowbell has been banned this week. A lot of great action right here on October the 21st, live from Pineville, West Virginia. Last week we seen Pineville's own Michael Cook get spiked into the mat. Greasy spot by Johnny Blast and El Diablo, and the referee's back's turned. Thus, the tag team of the New Mexico Connection with the Mexico Connection is long and running strong and scouting this match closely. And the match and the two tag team partners of Ricky Shane and Michael Cook are no longer. And just what we've seen, War Machine making a small comeback and getting a swinging neck breaker on the Bandit. Both of them trying to get up. War Machine's a little worried. He's trying to reach to his partner. If he can get Derik Billings in here, I don't know how this can go. David Lynch is telling them they've been down. We'll see where it goes. There's the tag. Bunkhouse Boys are in. Derik Billings with a drop kick on him. Spinning heel kick has him in opposite corners. Let's see what he's going to do. He gets War Machine in here. He's working Big Willie over in the corner. War Machine's over there working Bandit in the corner, and Lady Viper's just loving it. Let's see what's happening here. The ref has no idea what's going on. He has no idea. Derik Billings doesn't know that the tables have been turned on his own partner. And you have, look at that. Lady Viper is getting up on the apron, and she's starting, oh, there's that snake coming into play. that right there, in my mind, was not right, but it was a win. I hate to see that happen to my team, my boys and the Bunkhouse boys, but you got to do what you got to do to win, and Lady Viper knew what to do. Your winners, non-title match, Dynamite Derik Billings, NWA Mountain State, Fox, West Virginia, right here in Pineville, October the 21st, and tonight, we will see the Maestro taking on the Irish Iron Man and Sean O'Sullivan. We will see the Prowler with his manager Big Poppy taking on Kris King. We will also see Jason the Gift Kincaid taking on Mr. Electricity and Billy Lit, and the Bunkhouse boys versus War Machine and Derik Billings. Stay tuned for more MSW action here on Fox, West Virginia.